What is up, everybody? Morale King back at it again with another daily video. I actually was not going to do a video today, but I was on YouTube watching some of my subscribed folks, and I saw some drama going on, and I figured why not put in my 2 cents for whatever reason. So if you're big on YouTube, if you watch a lot of YouTube and YouTube variety, if you're well aware of the mukbang industry here on YouTube, it's very interesting. So what mukbangers do is get a lot of food, and eat it on camera. And while they're eating, they can just, they can tell you stories or tell you about their life or whatever, or they can just sit there and you can watch them eat. It's actually pretty interesting. I've been watching mukbangers for a few years now. I think the first mukbanger that I ever subscribed to was Star Brady. I love her to death. However, she no longer does mukbang. She has changed her YouTube profession and switched to different things, which is good for her. She's really big on ASMR now, which is also another amazing YouTube industry. ASMR is amazing. But the situation I want to talk about today is Nikocado Avocado against Trisha. I love Trisha. I think her last name is Paytas, P-A-Y-T-A-S. I don't know how to say it, but her first name's Trisha. I call her Trish though. But they, Nikocado Avocado posted a video a couple days ago exposing her for something that happened, like, I do believe in 2017, if not like longer ago, like something that was like way old. And basically what had happened was, back when Nikocado Avocado was starting his mukbang / YouTube career, he had reached out to Trish to for them to collab together. I don't want to say when he first started out, but I know he wasn't as big. I'm sure he had like a decent follower account amount and stuff like that, but he wasn't as big as he is today, which kudos to him. He's still thriving and doing his thing, and that's good. That's what we all inspired to do here on YouTube. But something that he decided to expose her, because back in 2017, he'd reached out to her for them to collab together. I do believe he was in Colombia at the time. I know he had some gifts from Colombia to give to her during this meetup. But he kept reaching out to her. She was not responding. Allegedly, in her video, she showed the messages and it was all from Nikocado. Like, there was no responses or anything like that. And I only say allegedly because apparently in his video that he did with his receipts, he stated that she had deleted her messages in response to him, and that he had messages with him and her going back and forth. So you can actually watch their own videos and, determine that for yourself. I do want to say, before I get into my point, that I do understand both sides of their, both of their sides. Being in Nikocado's shoes, I would, probably, if I was reaching out to someone, especially about doing a collab or something to help promote my YouTube channel, I would at least want a response, just a simple yes, no, or not this time, or maybe later, something, just a little something. So I do understand his point there. However, I do believe he jumped the gun. I would never go ahead and purchase a plane ticket to fly across the country if I did not get a response for someone. That's just like a little stalkerish kind of, like crazy, like weird. I would never do that. Like, if I never got a response, then I wouldn't spend the money to go out there unless I had other obligations in Hollywood as well. Like, okay, if I had a meet and greet or something, or if I was out there promoting and then maybe I was going to meet, a fellow YouTuber, okay, maybe, but just to meet the fellow YouTuber, like, no, that's weird. That's weird. But I do understand Trisha's side as well. Like, if I haven't responded to you You made the decision yourself to buy the ticket to come out here to see me. Don't throw that in my face. I didn't ask you to. I didn't say we was going to do it right now, kind of thing. She did go on to say that, you know, she didn't owe him any kind of response. And I kind of agree with that. Again, maybe not so much in the YouTube, like if you're both YouTubers and trying to make a career out of it, you know, professionalism, maybe a little something. But at the same time, I guess, you know, everyone's different. I mean, in just my world, if it's a professional-based thing or a career-based thing, of course, I would respond or give a response, you know. But if it's just on a day-to-day on my social media, if someone reaches out to me and I don't know them or whatever, or if we're just talking for a few minutes and then I don't respond to you, which that happens to me quite a lot on some of my apps, like, I don't owe you an explanation. I don't owe you anything. Like, it's messaging. That's the point of messaging, to get to it when you can. It's not a phone call where it's, okay, we have to respond to each other right now, because we're on the phone. It's a text message. I'll reply, get back to you when I can. You don't owe anyone anything, unless it's someone that you've known your whole life, family, or long-term friends. Of course, you know, you owe me something, or someone you're invested time in, relationship, anything. You know, you do owe me closure or an explanation. So, I mean, I see her side as well, but what really baffles me about this is I think it's petty that Nikocado Avocado is doing this some years down the road, you know, and he's playing victim, because that's even what his YouTube video says, exposing Trish with receipts. Like, you've already tried to bring down Veronica Wang, a YouTuber, Veronica Wang. If y'all remember that, a few months ago, he tried to bring Veronica Wang down because the way she edits her videos and her mukbangs. And she was already, like, in her career, and he tried to destroy her and bring her down and call her out, saying she's fake, her eating's fake, her videos are fake, like this horrible stuff. Like, try to bring her down in the middle of her career. She wasn't just starting out. You know, it wasn't like a lesson for her to learn or anything. It was someone who's been doing this for a while. You try to bring down to bring yourself up. Okay, and thankfully, I just want to say, Veronica Wang, I do not follow her. I don't watch her videos. It's just not a mukbanger I got into. My main mukbangers are, it was Star Brady when she was doing it, and now it's Trish, and Chelsea Lynn when she does her mukbangs. I love hers because hers are hilarious and hysterical. But Veronica Wang, thankfully for her, she is still posting. You know, we got ones from 4 days ago, a week ago. You know, she's still going, and which good for her, because she did not let Nikocado Avocado bring her down. And I did watch her latest video, and she still edits them the same. She cuts out the long chewing and swallowing and all that, which is fine. That works for her. She did not let that bring her down, and that's where it's like, so you try to destroy one fellow YouTuber, and now you're trying to bring down Trish for something that she did to you when you were beginning your YouTube career. So you're like, it's a hypocrite, and like calling the kettle black, really. And you had fun bullying one YouTuber, trying to bring her down, but now you're crying in your video about exposing Trish, trying to play victim for something she did to you that no one even knew about years ago. That did not hurt your career. It did not destroy you. You're thriving. Nikocado Avocado is thriving. I know on his first page he has 1.4 million followers. He does have a second page, Nikocado Avocado 2. I don't check it out because I'm not a fan of him. But just when I was doing the research, I saw that he had over 1 million followers on his first page. So he's doing fine. So while you're trying to bring down another person for no reason, just for publicity or whatever, to continue to, you know, get higher. And that's not, you know, that's not the way to do it. You know, you want to expose people and try to bring them down and say they're different people, they're bad people. No. You know, you can reach out to these people privately, which I get it. You want to do drama and stuff on your channel to get poppin'. But at what extent do you try to destroy people? And you want to bully one, but then play the victim in the next scenario. It don't work like that. If you can dish it out, be able to take it. Especially when she didn't do nothing wrong. Okay, yeah, she didn't respond to you, but she didn't call you out your name. She didn't say you're a lowlife and you're not worth her time. She didn't do anything crazy like that. She just did not get back to you for whatever reason. Excuse the sirens. Every time I record, there are sirens outside. Problems of living in the city. Anyway, it just blows my mind how one minute you can be the big bad wolf and the next minute you're the crybaby. Like, it's not that, it don't work like that. Like, if you're the big bad wolf, then stay the big bad wolf. And I don't understand why this would want to be brought up now. Maybe because Trisha has such a high subscribe rate, maybe. I don't know though, but something that happened in 2017, this is 2019. That's like a gap. Like, I could understand, like, if he brought it up, like, in that moment, like, you know, I do that. You know, if something happens, I want to instantly record it or talk about it. The most I will go, though, with waiting on posting something is, like, 2 weeks. That's usually been my limit. Like, 2 weeks later, I'll be like, okay, I need to talk about that. Let's do it. But 2 years? Even 6 months is crazy. But 2 years? 2 years. After you're thriving and growing and doing good, Trish is thriving and growing and doing good, Veronica's thriving, growing, doing good, you want to bring people down. Make it make sense for me. You all really, like, make it make sense for me. Because I watched both videos and I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, if he was hurting and he needed something to boost himself, okay, for publicity, but this, like, you're not hurting. You're not hurting. So what's the point of trying to bring her down? Why do you gotta pick on Trish now? First Veronica, now Trish. Like, that's the kind of YouTuber you want to be? That's the kind of role model you want to be? Someone who has to attack people to make himself feel strong? Women at that? Women at that. It's not right. Just let it go. It never hurt him. I'm sure it hurt his feelings, you know, and, you know, that makes sense. Like, damn, you know, it wasn't even worth a response, but okay. Like Trish said, mark me off as a flaky YouTuber person and never deal with me again. It's simple. That's simple. And that makes sense to me. That's what I do to people. Like, I don't like the way you walk. I'm good. That's how the world is. So trying to paint Trisha as something other than just being a human, a busy one at that, because she has all these projects, allegedly, she has all these projects going on, like, who cares? And if you're not her cup of tea, you're just not her cup of tea. Put your big boy pants on and keep moving. That's how it is. That's just how life goes. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. There's a lot of people that I know in this world that aren't my cup of tea that I will not mess with. Like, that's life. That's how it goes, you know. But I just think it's baffling that, you know, a few months ago he was the big bad wolf trying to bring one down, and then here we are today and he's crying on camera because his feelings were hurt. Like, it doesn't work like that. And some may even call it karma, you know. I don't know, however you want to look at it. But let me know whose side you're on in the comments below. I would love to know how you all think about it, what your all's outlook on the situation is, whose team you're on, who's right, who's wrong. I'm always open for discussion and debate. Just let me know in the comments below. Please, that's all you gotta do. Did y'all hear that scream? Like, oh my god. The kids are getting out of school. Anyways, and hit that like button as well for me. Show me some love. And if anyone here is interested in becoming a King's Angel, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button for me. Let's get the love out there. Let's get the support out there. That's all we're trying to do on YouTube. It's big enough for everyone who wants it, who works for it, which is what we all do, which I don't understand why people like this gotta try and bring other people down. There's enough room for everybody. It really is. Really is. Anyways, that's all of the tea I have for you all today. Keep in contact with me. Again, let me know what you all think. Who's right, who's wrong? Am I crazy? Maybe. I'll see you all around.